I got confused. I'll take the kartas. Thank you. Because I had to click, I forgot. All right, so by the way, I forgot to introduce the most important personalities of our life in this temple. Right there, we know Srila Prabhupada. And then, you know, our Guru Parampara and the golden deities. Their names are Radha Madhava, and they are worshipable deities. And the picture that we see on top, the blue frame, they are Radha Shyama Sundara. So when this temple is going to be opened, that's going to be in April, the new temple behind this building, they are going to be our presiding deities along with Radha Madhava. So if you come in April, you can see their beautiful lordships and Prana Pratishtha and everything. All right, so we'll start. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Radha Shyama Sundara Radha Shyama Sundara Radhe Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Okay, this is a prayer we recite It's all about Srimati Radha and Sri Krishna, who are the divine couple of Vrindavan. So now, since yesterday was Radhashtami, we have a bhajan that will glorify just Srimati Radharani coming up, okay? We will just read the translation and then we can sing. O Radha, O Madhava's beloved, Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. O you whom all the young girls of Gokula worship, Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. All glories unto you, all glories unto you. O you who dress yourself so as to make Lord Damodar love you more and more. Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe. She even dresses only for Krishna's pleasure. Okay. So Hari Nishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe. So, Queen of Lord Hari's pleasure groove, Vrindavan. O new moon risen from the ocean of King Vrishabhanu. Vrishabhanu is the name of Srimati Radharani's father. So, O friend of Lalita, Lalita Saki. O you whose virtues delight Vishaka, Guna Ramita Vishake. Then now, O most merciful goddess, Karunam Kuru Mai, Karuna Bharite. O you whose divine qualities are sung by Sanaka and Sanatana Kumaras. These are 4 sages who took up brahmacharya in their life for the entire life from 5-year-old. So brahmacharis usually don't glorify women, right? But Radharani is the most special. So she is glorified by anybody and everybody across the board. So, O most merciful Radha, please have mercy on me. So this is what we are going to sing. Okay, so we will start. I just want to make sure. Somebody needs to click start streaming there, I think. I don't know if it's important, but. Okay. So first we'll call out to Srimati Radha. Radhe, everybody. Radhe. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Madhava Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe. Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe. Hari Nishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe. Hari Nishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe. keshe. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Louder. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Vrishabhanu Dadi Navashashilekhe. Lalita Saki Gunaramita Vishake. Lalita Saki Gunaramita Vishake. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite. Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite. Sanaka Sanatana Varnita Charite. Sanaka Sanatana Varnita Charite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe 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 Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Beautiful bhajan, right? So we'll go through translation one more time now that we sang. Okay, so Radhe, Radhe. Okay, so maybe we should read the translation together. Even though we are out of sync, Radharani will get it. So let's go. O Radha, together. O Madhava's beloved. O you whom all the young girls of Gokula worship. All glories unto you. All glories unto you. We're going to read this together, all of us together, okay? Oh, you who dress yourself so as to make Lord Damodar love you more and more. O Queen of Lord Hari's pleasure grove, Vrindavana. O new moon arisen from the ocean of King Vrishabhanu. O friend of Lalita. O you whose virtues delight Vishaka. O most merciful goddess. O you whose divine qualities are sung by Sanaka and Sanatan Kumaras. O most merciful Radha, please have mercy on me. Beautiful. Thank you for reading together. So, I will throw a question out there. Everybody can just raise your hands and say something, okay? What is the mood of Radharani? Separation. Mood of separation from Krishna, okay? Love. Original love, okay? What else? Pleasing Krishna, okay? She cooks varieties to the Lord. So from mood now we are going into how she expresses that mood. Okay, cooking for Krishna. Varieties. Yes. What else? I couldn't hear. Dresses up for pleasure of Krishna. Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe. Yes, okay. What else? When you think of Radharani, how do you feel touched? What kind of love do you feel? Compassion, compassion, mercy. Always in humble mood. Mataji, yes, always in humble mood, okay? Yeah.
She will guide you back to Goloka Vrindavan by Hare, Radhe.
So she'll guide us back to Goloka Vrindavan by just saying Hare. Let's say Hare, Radhe. Okay. All right. So now this mood of Srimati Radharani, Krishna himself wanted. Yesterday's, there is a lecture given, or there's a class given by His Grace Gopal Hari Prabhu. It's on YouTube. If you just look up ISKCON Nepal YouTube, it will show up for Radhashtami. So if you did not hear, please hear it. So the mood of Radharani is love. Love for Krishna and love for everyone who actually is sincerely trying to love Krishna and getting back to the relationship, right? So the mood of Radharani is what Krishna wanted. So he came as Lord Chaitanya. Now we are going to see something. Just look at this picture. Her eyes are completely, glances fixed on Krishna. Okay, now this Srimati Radharani, her cooling glance and the mood of Srimati Radharani is actually exhibited completely in Srimad-Bhagavatam. Okay, so the name yesterday Prabhu shared, Gopal Hari Prabhu described how the name of Radharani is not very explicitly spoken in Srimad-Bhagavatam for several transcendental reasons, okay, the ecstasy reasons. But the mood of Radharani is all pervasive in Srimad-Bhagavatam. We are going to see how. So if you just even see the painting, we can just look the glance, how cooling glance, the mood is coming out in this painting. Whoever is the devotee who painted, they really are trying to bring it up for us. So how is it that Radharani's mood is completely all-pervading in Srimad-Bhagavatam, and how is Srimad-Bhagavatam representing Srimati Radharani's love for Krishna? Okay, so now we are going to recite a few verses and discuss on them. Sarva Shastrabdi Piyusha Sarva Vedaika Satphala Sarva Siddhanta Ratnadya Sarva Lokaika Drikprada. So let's see. So I did put the word to word, but we will we'll go directly here. So this prayer is written by Sanatan Goswami. Prayers to Srimad-Bhagavatam. It's not prayers from Srimad-Bhagavatam. So, O Srimad-Bhagavatam, O nectar-churned form of ocean of all Vedic scriptures, O most prominent transcendental fruit of all the Vedas, O you who are enriched with the jewels of all spiritual philosophical conclusions, you who grant spiritual vision to all the people of the world. So we are praying to Srimad-Bhagavatam something. And here it is said that the nectar churned from nectar churned from the ocean of all the Vedic scriptures. So what is the conclusion of Vedic scriptures? Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita that Vedescha sarvair aham eva vedyo vedantakrit vedavid eva chaham. So he says that the conclusion of scriptures is to actually know me. And you got to relate with me because we are eternally, friends or in 5 different rasas, right? Every living entity is eternally connected to Krishna. And so he says that, okay, you read everything and then ultimate conclusion, if it is not linking with me, that conclusion is actually, you misunderstood the conclusion. So Srimad-Bhagavatam is giving that, and Radharani also wants to just give love for Krishna to us. That's why we chant Hare first in Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So Radharani's mood is to give Krishna. Similarly, Srimad-Bhagavatam's mood is to give Krishna. When you note here, even though Srimad-Bhagavatam is in the form of books, right? How are we addressing Srimad-Bhagavatam? Oh, you. So when we say you, it is like a person. Usually all our subject books, we make our, I remember this big book I read when I was in college. We always address the book as it. We don't say you and, person. But Bhagavatam is a person because it's full of the mood of Srimati Radharani. And it's full of people and personalities and devotees who wanted to imbibe the mood of Radharani. So that's Srimad-Bhagavatam. We'll do for the next verse here. Sarva Bhagavata Prana Srimad Bhagavata Prabho Kali Dvanto Didatitya Shri Krishna Parivartita. So here, just want to highlight this Kali Dvanta Udita Aditya. So Kali, the age of Kali Yuga, Dvanta, it is dark age of Kali. Udita, arisen, you have arisen as a sun. What will you give? It's like Sri Krishna returned as the son of this Kali Yuga. And he returned in the form of Srimad-Bhagavatam. And whenever there is Krishna, there is always Radharani with him. So this whole entire Bhagavatam is actually, in every page we can start relating with Radha and Krishna. Even though Radharani's name is not there. Her mood is so all-pervasive. So when we just touch and read and just even have Srimad-Bhagavatam at our home, it is like having Radha and Krishna residing with us. And the nice part is, Srimad-Bhagavatam is a book. It's a set of books, right? So, but then the set of books can be kept anywhere in your home. You can keep in the bedroom, of course not bathroom, but yeah, bedroom, kitchen, anywhere. And we cannot keep a vigraha anywhere in our house, right? We can only keep on the altar. But Bhagavatam can travel any place. So this is like you carry like a baby Krishna and Radharani with you and then walking around. That's what Srimad-Bhagavatam is. We may not immediately realize it, but that's what we are doing if we have Bhagavatam. So now, next verse. Oh, we'll read this. Sarva Bhagavata Prana. O life breath of the Vaisnava devotees. And the foremost of the Vaisnava devotees is Srimati Radharani. So, Srimad-Bhagavatam is the life breath of Srimati Radharani. It's not like a speculation at all, because this is Sanatan Goswami who is saying this. Life breath of Vaishnava devotees, the foremost of Vaishnavas is Srimati Radharani. O Lord, you are the sun who has arisen, actually, to dispel the darkness of the Kali Yuga. You are actually Lord Krishna who has returned among us. So intentionally I put different languages here. If you see this is English, this is Hindi Bhagavatam. Okay. So the next verse, let's go. Paramananda Pathaya Prema Varshaksharayate Sarvada Sarvasevyaya Sri Krishnaya namostu me. So the Srimad-Bhagavatam is a giver of Paramananda. So when we read, we just don't get knowledge. Subject books, history, science, math, and other subjects, anything under the sun, right? We only get knowledge. But here with Ananda Pataya, so when we read, we get Paramananda, bliss. That's what we get. So then how is it possible? How is this book going to give us Parama Ananda, bliss? Because Prema Varshi Aksharayate. Akshara, each syllable, each word is raining love of God, Prema. So each of Bhagavatam's pages is pouring down on us love of God. It's intense, it's really nice. So that is, again, that's the mood of Srimati Radharani, to give us love of Krishna, right? Yesterday Gopal Hari Prabhu asked, what is one thing that Krishna cannot give us, right? Krishna can give us anything. One thing he cannot give, love for himself, because he doesn't have love for himself. He has love for his devotees, not for himself. So, but who has love for Krishna? Srimati Radharani. So here we are addressing Srimad-Bhagavatam as Prema Varshi Akshara Ayate. Like, you are actually pouring down love of God, love for Krishna. Similarly, Srimati Radharani is also pouring down love for Krishna. So the similarity between, we can see that mood of Srimati Radharani and the mood of Srimad-Bhagavatam are one and the same. So if we have Bhagavatam, we have Srimati Radharani. It's very easy. Okay, so now let's read this. O Srimad-Bhagavatam, I offer respectful obeisances unto you. By reading you, one attains transcendental bliss. Wow. For your syllables, rain, not sprinkle. Okay? It's not like somebody sprinkling some water or something. Raining, pouring down, right? Rain, pure love of Krishna upon the reader. You're always to be served by everyone. So here you see, I don't think the pictures are very clear. I can't even zoom in. But that particular set of Bhagavatam is in Russian language. Okay? So that particular set is in Russian language. Srimad-Bhagavatam is translated in 80 plus languages. I may be I may not be saying the right thing, but definitely at least 80. It's definitely more than 80, okay? So this Srimad-Bhagavatam is not like a sectarian something just for us, just for the people who are born apparently in India or something like that. Just because it's the starting with Sanskrit, it doesn't mean it is bound by a location. It's really for everyone. You are always to be served by everyone. That's very nice, right? So we can see how Srimad-Bhagavatam can be giving love of God to everyone in the world, just like Srimati Radharani, who can actually touch everyone's heart with love of God. Now, this is my favorite verse among everything. Before I knew that this was Sanatan Goswami's prayers, I somehow found this verse somewhere randomly, and then I came to know after several years that this is a set of prayers by Sanatan Goswami. So now let's recite this. Madeka Bando Matsangin Madguro Man Mahadhana Man Nishtaraka Madbhagya Madananda Namostute. So the word here, mat, is me or my. Okay, my. So let's see. Mat eka bando. Only friend. You're my only friend. Mad eka bando. Mat sangin. You're my companion. It's very nice, right? Mat sangin. Mat guru. You are my teacher. Mat mahadana. My greatest wealth. You are my greatest wealth. Man nishtaraka, meaning you're the deliverer. You're going to liberate me and deliver me from the clutches of any material energy that's going to hover on my head. So you'll clear the clouds, right? Deliverer. Mad Bhagya. You're my good fortune. My good fortune. It's not like a generic sentence. You bring good fortune to everybody. It is very relatable, personal. My good fortune. My good fortune, right? Mad Ananda. You're my bliss. Therefore, I offer respectful obeisances to you. Namostute. So this is a beautiful verse, When we think about a bandhu, there are different levels of different kinds of friends that we know by experience. But in Sanskrit, there are different kinds of words used for friendship. There is someone called as, maybe a friend can be called as Suhruda. Krishna says, Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam, he says, right? Suhrida. Suhrit means a friend who is a well-wisher. Okay? And there's 6 or 7, I remember only 3. The next word that is used to say a friend is Mitra. Mitra means like a shoulder-to-shoulder kind of, friend. You can hang out and, that kind of Mitra. And then there is Bandhu. Bandhu is your heart-to-heart friend. It's like, like a soul connection. So heart-to-heart friend. So this heart-to-heart friend means all other friendship is included in this friend. So that's why Krishna is called as Dina Bandhu. Right? And then there's a bhajan actually where we sing, we don't have time, we could sing all kinds of bhajans sitting here, but there's a bhajan, Prabhu Tava Pada Yuge, right? No, Anadi Karma Phale, there's a bhajan. In that, there is a verse calling out to Krishna, Tumi Samaye Bandhu, Tumi Krishna Kripa Sindhu. So, Eheno Samaye Bandhu. Samaye Bandhu means you are like, what do they call a friend in need is friend indeed, something like that, right? So, right at the, yeah.
know that's the only part of my life.
All the part of, yeah. So this, the bandhu who can be there for us all the time is Krishna and Radha, of course, right? And Krishna, who wants to be with us for all time, ups and downs. Yesterday, my husband actually told that he was speaking to someone, and they said that there was one devotee who was so feeling like a lamenting mood, like very down and depressed and stuff like that. And first time or a few times, they just took the Bhagavatam and read the 2nd canto, 1st chapter, 10 verses. And then their mood completely changed. They started seeing things clearly. And these kind of things, unless we speak about it, we don't know, right? We don't know. So this is like a Madeka Bandhu. Krishna, Srimad-Bhagavatam is a friend. I have learned long back when I was a young child, there was a proverb, books are the best friends, something like that. Okay, so I was always carrying some book with me, whether I know or not. But now this ultimate friend is Srimad-Bhagavatam in the book form. And when Krishna comes in the form of fish, children, Krishna comes in the form of fish. What is that avatar called? You're not a child, I'm asking children. Okay, Matsya, okay. All right. Krishna comes in the form of tortoise. Children, what's the name of the avatar? We are only having 4 children here, 3 or 4. Well, everybody, we can just tell, we consider ourselves, okay, Kurma, right? We are children at heart, so that's fine. So then Krishna comes in the form of lion. Yeah, that Nashinga, okay. So now Krishna comes in the form of books. Srimad-Bhagavatam. So this is not underestimated, this is true, okay. So now let's go for the next verse. Now the verse translation here. O Srimad-Bhagavatam, O my only friend, my companion, my teacher, my greatest wealth, my deliverer, my good fortune, my bliss, I offer respectful obeisances unto you. If you carefully note the image here, there is Srila Prabhupada sitting and writing there. He actually wanted us to have a long-lasting friend, a long-lasting companion, a teacher at our home with, Bhagavatam is full of teachers. Inside the teacher Bhagavatam, there are lot more teachers inside the pages of Bhagavatam. Greatest wealth. Sometimes we hesitate, 18 books? What do I do? But imagine a person next to you will need a bed, will need a room to stay, will need prasadam to eat. Bhagavatam in a small box, no maintenance. You just have to keep at home, actually. An eternal friend, right? And then greatest wealth. Sometimes one may ask, should I really pay for this? Is it worth it? This is greatest wealth. You just give something, donation, and take it. It's really amazing to have. Where will you get a friend like this? Who is so affordable, who is so low maintenance. You just have to keep, no demands, not even requirement to read. You just keep, that's enough. It's very, very flexible kind of a friend we have. So that's the beauty of Srimad-Bhagavatam. And yeah, friend, there we go. So my good fortune. So even if we are running low on our luck, sometimes we do run low on our luck in lives, right? We may have stressful times and really like low, depleted kind of times, but Srimad Bhagavatam will bring good fortune. It is like a box which is like, it opens with lots of gifts forever and ever and ever. It's like under the Christmas tree. If you ever want to have a Christmas tree at your home or anybody's home, you want to give a gift, go keep a Bhagavatam sit there. Because it's going to bring more gifts, more gifts, more gifts from inside. It's not one gift wrapped in a box. Okay? All right. So, oh my bliss. Okay. So now this is the last prayer, but beautiful prayer. Asadu sadhu tadayin ati nichochataraka hanamuncha kadachinmam premna hritkantayospura. So asadhu, unsaintly people, sadhuta, what happens to them? They become saintly. Asadhu, sadhuta dayin, meaning the Bhagavatam gives saintliness to the unsaintly. We all have a mix in us. Do we agree? Like we all have a mix in us. We have some saintly, some unsaintly. And it comes out in the wrong and right times. Many times, right? Saintly and unsaintly, everything inside. But Srimad-Bhagavatam will give saintliness to the unsaintly portion of us, if we have any. If we don't have, that's great. It will nourish the saintly part of us, right? And if you want to give it to somebody, some people think, we just go out and ask if you want to have Bhagavatam, so do you want to give it to somebody? The question first thing they have is, oh, Mataji, I will give, but I don't know where they will keep, how they will maintain. What if they just don't regard properly? Doesn't happen. Bhagavatam will take the respect he deserves by giving saintliness to the persons who may not be saintly at that point of time. Okay, so we never should hesitate to give a Bhagavatam to anybody because it gives saintliness. It's going to turn them around. Especially if we have a strained relationship, this is the best thing to give. Because we know that they have to change a little bit. So give Bhagavatam, it will bring all the saintliness in them. And it will give the saintliness in us too. So then it's all like beautiful, right? So here we will, and then, so the prayer here is, let's read it instead of me doing something. O Srimad-Bhagavatam, giver of saintliness to the unsaintly, uplifter of the very fallen, please do not ever leave me. Beautiful prayer, right? Please do not ever leave me. Please become manifested upon my heart, my throat. So, if Bhagavatam has to be in the heart, first of all, Bhagavatam has to be in our homes, to be in our heart. We can't say I can carry in my heart and I don't even have it at my home. We have at home, we have at our heart. When Bhagavatam resides in our heart, what is going to happen? We're going to speak about Bhagavatam So Bhagavatam will reside in our throat. So the words that we are going to say to the other person will become saintly, because we become saintly. So this is a prayer to Srimad-Bhagavatam. Please become manifested in my heart and my throat. Meaning in my words, basically, right? So this is something that I wanted to share. And this whole week, if everybody can turn yourself and then see behind all the chairs, there's all the sets of Srimad-Bhagavatam sitting there, waiting to be taken by people who want to preserve the saintliness in their home, okay? So please welcome Srimad-Bhagavatam in your home and become saintly and make everybody else saintly and have a companion who will remain with you forever and ever, ever and ever, ever. And then when we are done with this world, right? When we are done with this world, we have to pass on to some other world at some point. When we are done with this world, we can carefully take that friend and say, can you be with my children for the rest of their lives? And they will do the same thing. Oh, this is a friend given by my parents to me. I'm going to pass it on to my children. It's going to keep going. Generations, one investment, a friend for the generations. So this is beautiful. Please cherish, relish, take a set to your home today. And if you want us to ship to somebody who lives far somewhere, I am like a postman. I can go and ship it tomorrow. Okay? All right. Okay. So now, next Saturday, the coming Saturday, September 10th, we have a unique festival that's going to happen right in this temple room. We have all seen festivals with Abhishek and Archana and everything, right? This is a festival for knowledge. We are celebrating scriptures. We're celebrating Srimad-Bhagavatam. So please come at 5 o'clock and we'll have some nice glorification of Srimad-Bhagavatam. Many people will take Bhagavatam on that day. You can be a cheerleader for everyone who's taking. They'll become encouraged. And also, on that day, if you would like to receive Bhagavatam, from today till that day, any day, if you want to receive Bhagavatam set or gift Bhagavatam set, I'm available 24/7. You can ping me, and I will be very happy to deliver it to you. Okay? So I'll be available after the class. Please contact me. I hope to expect at least 2-3 people to take Bhagavatam set today, if possible. No obligation, no force, but it's a very humble invitation to participate in this effort, global effort that's going on to save the earth now, not tomorrow. Okay? So thank you so much. Hare Krishna. It is 6:20, but I'll be around for any discussion after this. But I think we should end on time so things can move on properly.
Hare Krishna. How nicely she have been smiling all along and still asking for something that benefit you and your family. So the list what we can do, we can support her, and it's I think a small. What's the amount for Bhagavatam?
The printing and shipping takes close to $300, but from Janmashtami till Bhadra Purnima, we don't care about the dollars. We only care whether the Bhagavatam set goes out. So please take it. Anything you can give, that's great. And rest, we will support. We are here to support. So some of us have reserved our salaries for that, but we would appreciate if you can give some token of donation for that. So printing, shipping, again, 300, but anything is fine. But keep it no. You can give over $1 million too. Rest will go to him.
I was just about to come. She may give you all free what I want. I have to build this temple. Prabhu, you want to say something? आप हाथ उठा रहे थे? कुछ बोलना है? नहीं. ठीक है. So we have a responsibility to build this temple and run this temple and maintain this temple. So any small kind donation and take this big Bhagavatam set, we will put it in your card, sip it, whatever you want. And And this all mercy coming from some of the devotees who are working so hard. So with that, once again, give a big hand to Shatarupa Mataji for everything. Thank you. Sunday Feast program we do every Sunday at 5 p.m. So please come forward. This, today we had a program yesterday, and then being long weekend is less crowded, otherwise very, very crowded. Some of you come every week. So please come every Sunday, 5 o'clock. And to make this program successful, we always have some devotees go out of the way to work and cook prasadam, do cleaning. So I want to call out their names first. So these are the people who did cooking today. Is Patibahu Prabhudas. He was leading with Tareen Mataji, Elena Mataji, Sadha Mataji, and Jack Prabhu, and Amal Atmana Das Prabhu. So where are they? Oh, Jack Prabhu is sitting in the back. So give a big hand. And cleaning is done by Madhukar Prabhu, Sandeep Prabhu, Santosh Prabhu, and Naresh Prabhu. So, and serving is done by Tejas Prabhu. Pantry always done by Umesh Prabhu, he was here earlier. And grocery by Srikant Prabhu and Umesh Prabhu. So these devotees work tirelessly day in, day out to make this event happen. So thank you very much to every one of them who do this effort. Also, every Sunday we had the Sunday Feast, which is sponsored by someone. So this year we are very fortunate to have Hema Sareen family on the occasion of Radha Ashtami. Are you here by any chance? No. Okay. So we will try to coordinate and send the prasadam back to them. But no matter what, let's chant together once for the family together. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. With that, thank you so much. Please take the darshan, and wonderful prasadam is waiting for you. There will be kirtan as well here after this.
The second prasadam is Bhagavatam. Please take Bhagavatam.
Oh, yeah. We won't let you go today without Bhagavatam. So please come forward. Thank you. Hare Krishna. How you're becoming so nice. This should be in my pocket.
Bhagavatam making me. I don't speak, otherwise it's so hard.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna, 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 Hey, Krishna, 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 Hey. Krishna, 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 Rakshamam. Krishna, 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 Pahimam. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava Rakshamam. Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava Pahi Mam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You make sure everybody want to say something. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar. Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo, Nitai. Harinam Sankirtan. You want this?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Jaya Radhe Sham. Jaya Radhe Sham, Jaya Radhe Sham, Jaya Radhe Sham, Jaya Radhe Sham. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo.
You know why I don't have any calluses anymore? Because I don't play like that anymore. I play like a dad.
Well, I mean, back in Chicago, like, the acoustics are just, like, bad. So no matter how loud you play, it wasn't loud enough.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't go hundo. I don't go hundo P anymore. I go out like, I don't know.
So now this guy can go.
Yeah, right, exactly. We don't need that anymore.
We need it.
Vera. Vera. You're a Lakers fan?
Well, it's got like 4 different teams on it. It has the Lakers, the Bulls. The
The
Celtics.
Lakers are so big on us.
Yeah.
It looks like that's like very fast.
Yeah.
He just needs a fade now.
Yeah. And the high tops.
Bye.